Welcome to Amigo's Retro Gaming. Just a quick video on a strange problem I've encountered. I'm just going to restart the computer while I tell you what went on. So effectively I moved the Amiga 2000 that you've seen in the previous videos, that one there, into the rack there, the shelving, metal shelving. Sorry about the noise of the fan there, it's quite hot again today. And whenever I positioned the machine in the metal shelving, I wouldn't get a proper boot. It would stall in this position here. I can't move the mouse pointer, it's basically locked up. So all I did is I had a perfectly good working Amiga 2000 here. I had it down here where this machine is, so all I wanted to do is free up some workspace here by moving the machine up into the rack there. And as soon as I did that, I got this boot problem. Now, it took me a little while to work this out. So what I did is I moved the machine back down to this area here, down here. It would boot fine. As soon as I put it in the rack and try and reboot, it would stall again. If I took it down here, booted the machine, then lifted it up and put it in here, it works fine. So I thought I was going nuts. I first of all thought, well, the other thing I tried, which was also very bizarre, is I actually held the computer up off the shelving in position and booted the machine holding it like this, and it would boot fine, no problem. As soon as I sat it down, it would fail to boot again. So I thought maybe something's straining the chassis and it's flexing, or there's some sort of problem with it touching on this metal bar. So I put this piece of board under here to isolate the machine from the metal shelving. No change. Eventually I wonder if this might have a play in it. It's this fan here. Don't ask me why I thought of this, but anyway, this fan here is sitting on the metal shelving. It's metal, it's a metal fan. Okay, if I turned the fan off, reboot, bear with me, this takes a little while to initialize here. You can see the hard drive light over here. It'll pause for a little bit and then it'll start to load. Screen will come on. There's where it's stalled normally, just that slight pause there, and look, we're in. No worries, watch this. Turn the fan on, reboot, same process. Check out the hard drive light again, over here. So I'll get that momentary pause with the black screen, that's fine. Then it starts to load again and stalls. Look. Weird, eh? So, to fix this problem, I literally isolate the fan from this metal shelving with a piece of foam, turn it on, reboot, and guess what? Yep, you guessed it, it boots. Don't ask me what's going on there. If there are any electrical engineers or electronics engineers that might be able to explain this issue, please leave comments down below, because all I can think of is that this is setting up some sort of electrical interference that's, I don't know, interfering with the CPU or one of the cards on board. I don't know, but problem solved in the meantime with a bit of foam. One of those things. You could literally go down the rabbit hole trying to work out what's wrong with this. Fortunately, when I moved it out, I could get it to boot. Put it back in, it would stop. So I thought there was something to do with this metal shelving. Yes, so don't ask me why I decided to try it turning this off. It was just a thought. Yeah. So just a quick update on the Amiga 2000. I removed the accelerator, the 040, the Great Valley Plains A2000 card. That's a 040 Motorola. From the Amiga 2500, because I wanted to try and keep that machine as original as I can. You might have seen previous videos on the Amiga 2500, the Tricking Out series. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the original accelerator into the Amiga 2500, the 020. I've put the 040 in this machine here, so I've ditched the 030. I also transferred the Picasso 2 graphics card, and I also installed an A2320 flicker fixer in this machine as well, just to keep it the same as what it originally was, pretty much, with that type of flicker fixer in there. It actually matched the hard drive installation that I've got on there. So, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've done. The only thing I really want to do with this machine now is install the floppy drive emulator, the USB floppy drive emulator, the Gotek, and in here. I've done a video on that one, so check that out if you want to see how that's installed. And I also replaced the DVD drive, the CD drive. Actually, that's a DVD drive, mainly because I wanted to be able to read rewritable CDs, because the drive I had in there wouldn't read them. So I put that in, and I can transfer files using the rewritable CD-ROM and rewritable discs. That's quite handy. So yeah, that's pretty much it at this stage for this Amiga 2000. I'm going to start using it. It's quite noisy. You can hear the accelerator there. I've gone through that with in the Amiga 2500 video, how noisy that fan is. Not easy to replace because it's actually bonded to the CPU, and the CPU appears to be soldered into the accelerator. So I'm reluctant to try and change that fan at this stage. So yeah, really interesting problem with that fan and the metal cage.